And I feel like in the end, it seems like Grace was just trying to be like, chill out.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Please be cool. You're trying so hard.
Trying way too hard. And then we're with Zoe, who is basically just like acting coaching. She's like being an acting coach for Drew for this interview.
I mean, that's what interviews are.
Yeah. And then they
kiss.
start making out.
I hate it.
I'm uncomfortable with this rebound.
I'm uncomfortable because she's a freshman.
Yeah.
And he's a super senior?
Super senior. Is she a freshman? No, she's a sophomore.
Is she?
She's in Maya and Tristan.
But she hangs out with Miles' little sister.
Then
I've been under the impression that she's a freshman. Now that they don't wear colored shirts anymore, I'm very confused.
But she has classes with Maya.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff.
But like electives. Maybe she's a sophomore.
Is it? I can't remember what the fuck
I don't know.
classes
Maybe that makes me feel a little bit less gross. But the fact that he's a super senior,
a freshman and a senior is still kind of creepy. That's like
a sophomore and a super senior, still creepy.
Creepier. I
don't. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, because he's like minimum 18. He is an adult and she is not.
Yep.
I mean, he's not really mentally an adult, but like...
I was going to say, I mean, it's Drew, so I'm probably less uncomfortable than I would be with, like, people who are mature, but
I'm still not a big fan.
I'm not team Zoe and Drew.
No. But then we're with Allie, who has 53 missed calls from Leo, and...
Extreme yikes.
Then, does she finally answer? No, he's just texting her, right? Or does he call her? Does he answer?
He calls and texts. It's a lot of everything.
I just wrote, yes, Allie, dump him, annulment, yes. And then Leo was manic. So she must have picked up the phone or something. Or she must have called him and was like, I want an annulment. Or I don't know.
I'm trying to like,
based
on my notes.
No, we see him like pacing and calling her, but she's not answering the phone. And I think she's talking to Jenna about how she like wants to move on, and Jenna's like, you should get an annulment, it's fine. And then he like texts her and is like, I can't live without you, and is being really manipulative and gross, and it feels like he's threatening suicide, which it made me feel icky and I didn't like it.
Is that where we're at? I'm sorry.
I wrote, holy shit, 53 missed calls from Leo. Yes, Allie, dump him. Annulment, yes. Leo is manic. Ew, now he's threatening suicide. So I think it's like the night before.
Yeah, because we're not quite at the school part yet, because we haven't talked about the weirdly realistic BB gun. That's not a BB gun.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not. I think it's like the night before. I don't think she answers the phone, but we see him like pacing around and calling her or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
And she must be talking to Jenna or something about how she like...
Oh, no, she does answer the phone at one point. And she's like, I want an annulment, get out of my life, basically. Yeah. And he's like freaking out.
Yeah, he's very manic. And he's like, I promise it won't ever happen again, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I can't remember. Yeah. Yep. It was not a fun situation.
Nope. And then we're back at the school. And Miles is weirdly supportive of Maya, like, ditching school to hang out with people that he thinks are weirdos.
And then I also wrote, Maya, I'm sorry, but this feels like a trap.
Seriously. And they were like, hold this gun for us. And she's like...
But first, Zig thankfully, like, pulls out her fake nose ring.
Thank God, because I could not watch that thing any longer.
Yeah, I wrote, sheesh, they have a scary-looking BB gun.
Yeah.
It looks
they're
way
like,
too realistic.
they're like, it's a BB gun. I'm like, that's the most realistic BB gun.
Like, most, like, airsoft BB guns I've seen are, like, they were, like, clear.
Yeah.
So they were very obviously made out of plastic. Even some of them were, like, heavy plastic and weren't fucking around.
Is this a Canada hashtag maybe it's different thing?
I don't think so. I think Degrassi had a prop gun on set and they pretended it was a BB gun because it's fake no matter what.
Yeah.
Because budget issues. But then we're with Allie, who's like at school wearing sunglasses. I think everyone still thinks she was mugged.
Yeah, because Claire does.
She's only told Jenna at this point. And yeah, they haven't told Claire yet. She's like, I don't want to tell her yet. And then she keeps getting creepy, gross texts from Leo, like, I know you love me, you won't report me, and it's very manipulative, and I hate him.
And then he says, I know you're at school. I'm here.
Yeah, he's outside the school, and I'm just like, go away. But then real quick, we're with Drew, who's interviewing for this this Hollingsworth job at his house, which I thought was weird.
Also weird that he went in with a hickey.
Yeah, it didn't even try to cover it up. And then they talk about the hickey, and then Drew dodges the hickey, and then we find out later that he gets the job. And I'm like, this is so strange.
It also feels like inherently male that he would come in with a hickey and still get a job.
Oh yeah. I think it says something about Mr. Hollingsworth too, that he's like, oh, boys being boys.
Yeah, no part of this is surprising to me at all. Also, just peak double standard kind of shit.
And then we're in the bathroom because Allie ran to the bathroom when she found out that Leo was there, and she's freaking out. And Claire and Jenna follow her in there. And Claire's very confused about why. She's like, wait, why are we afraid of Leo? What's going on? And then she's like, oh, wait, I get it now. And then they finally fucking call the cops, and I'm so happy. And her friends, and Allie's like, no, we can't. I love him. He wouldn't do this. He loves me, la, la, la. And then I think, is it Claire who says, Allie, we love you. If he loved you, he wouldn't do this to you. We're calling the cops because we love you and we want you to be safe.
Hell, yes.
Something like that.
Team Claire and Jenna and Allie teaming up against this monster.
Yes. And then I think Allie's finally like, yes, we need to call the cops. She's like, I want him out of my life. And then we're in the classroom, and the remedial room kids want Maya to shoot a BB gun at the fish in the fish tank. Which sounds like a horrible idea, and also such a weird form of peer pressure.
Weird.
And then Maya goes to shoot the gun, and then a bang flag, it's like a fake. It's not even a BB gun. Like a bang flag comes out of it, and they're like, "Lol, we wouldn't make you do that. We could get expelled for this."
Yeah.
And
it's so weird.
It was so.
Also,
strange.
I feel like I've said this before, but I don't remember, and maybe I just don't remember it, but I have no memories of ever experiencing peer pressure, and maybe it's just because I said yes to everything.
I feel like peer pressure is much subtler, where it's at least the peer pressure, or maybe I feel like the pressure isn't so overt. It's like, if you're around people who are doing a thing and you think they're cool and you want them to think you're cool, you're going to do that thing, but it's not like, here's a smoke, kid, do it, it'll make you cool. It's not like those after school, dare video. It's never going to be like, do it, come on, what, are you chicken? La la. It's never, I've never witnessed anything like that in my entire life.
Me neither. I feel like that it's so built up your entire childhood. I feel like peer pressure is like John Mulaney's bit about quicksand. I thought quicksand would be a bigger problem.
Right.
I thought peer pressure would have been a bigger problem in high school, but instead it was not.
It was not. It was just I don't even know. I feel like it's just, a lot of it has to do with who you hang out with and what you think you need to do to hang out with those people, by just you do it because you think that's what you're supposed to do rather than people telling you you're supposed to do something.
Yeah. Because I hung out with people that did things that other people didn't necessarily do, but those people never were like, you should also be doing that to anyone that hung around. If straight edge kids hung around, we weren't like, you're not cool because you don't do drugs, because we're not dicks.
And also, I feel like people who do drugs or even just smoke cigarettes aren't looking for people to give their shit to.
No!
That's all of that stuff is very expensive, and people aren't smoke this cigarette. They're like, no, I don't want to give away a cigarette if I don't have to.
Hell no. Oh my God. Older kids used to buy cigarettes off of me in high school. My freshman year, I would be like, yeah, $2 for a cigarette. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I was not giving anything away for free.
Yeah. I feel like the most overt peer pressure I've maybe experienced, once you're in college and you're everybody's drinking now for the first time. Or maybe not the first time, but it's we can drink now. There aren't parents around. And it's you're in that environment and you're take shots, do this, la la la. like, that's maybe the most, like, peer pressure-y thing that I can think of being exposed to. But that's just, like, being in college and being like, I should do this because I can now.
Yeah, I get that. Anyway, peer pressure. Weird, pressure. Super weird peer pressure.
Shoot these fish.
Shoot the fish. And she's like, are the fish gonna die? Yeah, obviously.
Oh my god, it was so weird.
So silly.
But then, jumping back to a totally different tone, the police are fucking here. Allie sees Leo outside through the window. She's with the police officer who was at her house earlier in the episode. And she identifies him and is like, yes, this is the guy who beat me up.
Oh, my favorite part of this whole thing was she makes direct eye contact with Leo and he's like, what the fuck, basically. And she says,
the police like swarm in and start like handcuffing him.
And she says so loud and so clear, yes, officer, that's the man that attacked me. Yes. And I just fist pumped into the air, end of Breakfast Club style.
Fuck you, Leo. You're being arrested. Go away. I hate you. You deserve this every fucking step of the way.
He's getting deported.
But it's very sad. Allie is devastated. It's just like a shit show of a shit storm of a situation, and it's gross and it's bleh.
I'm curious about how this annulment thing is going to go because he's going to be harder to track down in France.
Yeah, but it's like, there's no way this was ever, like, a legally binding marriage in the first place.
That is true.
I don't think an annulment will be difficult.
That is true.
They'll probably detain him for a while and maybe they'll figure out this shit before they, like,
extradite I hope so.
him. I don't know. I'm sure the extradition process from, like, flying a, like, prisoner back to France takes a bit of time.
Probably.
And you have to, like, allocate funds and, like, figure out shit.
Probably.
Anyway. Then we're with Drew.
Who asks Zoe on a date.
And he's like, I got the job. Yay, thanks. And then I'm like, okay, I guess this is happening now. All right. Okay. And then we're at home with Allie and her parents. And her mom and her dad are both the best. And
they've grown so much.
And even, I think her dad says something. I think they are both confused about why. They're like, you're so smart. Like, how did this happen? What's going on? And then Allie's like, I'm embarrassed. Like, I can't remember, but I just know her dad says, like, even though we don't understand it, we still love you. We'll always love you. And it's a very nice sentiment, and I love them both. But then we're with Grace and Maya again. And, I think after the bang fake gun thing happened, Maya, like, stands up to them. I don't remember what she says.
She's like, we're all better than this. And, like, storms off.
And then we're with Grace and Maya, and Grace respects Maya for standing up to them, and now they're friends, I guess.
And Grace is, like, answering questions in the class, because she's like, yeah, I am better than this. And they're going to be friends, which I'm here for. Or it seems like they're going to be friends, which I'm here for.
Yes.
Because Grace seems cool, and I want more of her.
Yeah, she does seem cool. And then the last scene, we're in Allie and Jenna's room, and Allie comes in and gives Allie another birthday present, which are annulment forms, and she's like, because of the situation, we can get it annulled, and it'll be like it never happened. And Jenna is the best friend ever, and then they throw away that stupid ring, and Allie wants to move on, and I'm very happy this Leo situation is over.
Hopefully.
Well, it's seemingly over.
Probably over.
And then that's the end of the episode. Mm-hmm. Spirit Squad captain, fucking Allie for making it through this episode.
Yes.
On the other side.
Yes. And Jenna for being a great friend and support system, and for being wise as hell. Remember years ago when she was a terrible nightmare?
So bad,
she was the worst.
Goddamn best.
Oh man, that baby is the best thing that ever happened to her character.
Honestly. Ship. I don't really know if there is.
Maya and Zig.
Maya and Zig, sure.
I apologize.
We're holding a torch for that one.
Listen, I apologize for nothing. I won't let Degrassi manipulate me into thinking Miles is fun.
No, I'm not on board for Miles. All right. Grapevine?
We have a tweet from Danielle at DannyLee07. She says, who had the better bitch comeback, bitch in quotations. Riley to Fiona when she finds out he's gay. Too bad you